Okay, if you're in India right now, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The heat, it's just relentless. It's super early and it feels like it's everywhere. So, in this explainer, we're going to dig into what's actually going on. And we're going to tackle the big question: who or what is behind all this?
Right. So, what is it about this year? Why does this heat wave feel so different? I mean, why is it showing up so early and hitting so much harder than what we're used to?
Well, there are really two big things that make this year stand out. First up, the timing. We usually gear up for that peak heat in May, maybe June, but this year, bam, it hit us hard right in the middle of April. And second, the sheer spread of it. This isn't just a North India thing anymore, it's literally blanketing the entire country. It's a whole different kind of problem.
So, okay, what's causing this massive shift? What's the engine behind all this? Well, scientists are pointing their fingers at one major culprit, a weather phenomenon they're calling a Super El Niño like condition.
A super El Nino. What does it even mean? Okay, so think of the regular El Nino climate pattern we hear about, but put it on steroids. Yeah, it's a much, much stronger and more intense version. And it's known for triggering extreme weather all over the planet. And for us in India, that combo is just brutal. You get these crazy intense heat waves, and here's the kicker: less rain. To really get what's going wrong here, we first got to understand how things are supposed to work. Just imagine the Earth as this one big, complete system. It's always trying to keep itself in balance. And you know who the hero of that system is? The ocean. Seriously, it acts like the planet's giant thermostat, right? It's what's called a heat sink, which just means it soaks up a ton of the sun's extra heat, which keeps the rest of us from, well, overheating. It's this whole process, this constant cycle of absorbing and storing heat that keeps our global temperature pretty stable. It's basically the Earth's built-in AC. But what happens when you push that system too hard, when it gets totally overloaded? Well, that's pretty much exactly what's happening right now. That natural, beautiful balancing act is being seriously thrown off. And it's creating this worsening cycle that just feeds on itself. And here's the thing you have to understand. This is not the same El Nino our parents or grandparents talked about. Not at all. Back in the 80s, you could almost set your watch by it. It would show up, every 7 or 8 years. But today, that whole cycle has gotten way shorter. These things are happening much more frequently, and as we can all literally feel outside, they are way more intense.
So, how in the world did we get to this point? It's basically a chain reaction, and it starts with us. Our greenhouse gas emissions warm up the planet. So what happens? The oceans go into overdrive, trying to absorb more and more of that extra heat to protect us. But they can only take so much. Eventually, they hit a tipping point. All that extra heat messes with the ocean currents and the atmosphere, and that just throws the whole natural El Nino cycle completely out of whack, pushing it into hyperdrive. But, this isn't some brand new problem. To really grasp the kind of danger we could be facing, we actually need to look back in time. There's a pretty sobering lesson from history we need to pay attention to. Let's go back. The year is 1877. This is the last time scientists believe a super El Nino of this scale hit the planet. And the results? They were absolutely catastrophic. That event triggered a massive famine in the Bengal region. It was so bad that it wiped out nearly 1/3 of the entire population. Just think about that. 1/3. It's just a stark, terrifying reminder of how deeply these weather events can affect real human lives. Okay, so let's take that chilling piece of history and bring it back to today, because what happened back then serves as a huge warning sign for what our own future could look like if these patterns keep getting stronger. So, what does this mean for us right now in the coming months? Well, experts are predicting we're going to see less rain during the monsoon this year. The crazy heat is expected to keep going right through May and June, and those red alerts you've been seeing, they might even stretch into July. So yeah, we're not out of the woods yet, not by a long shot. And all of this brings us right back to where we started. Who is responsible? The science here is pretty clear. That chain reaction we talked about, it starts with human activity. We are overloading the planet's natural balancing systems, and that's what's creating these supercharged, intense El Nino conditions. So the final, most important question really isn't about the weather at all. It's about us. It's how much more are we going to let our own actions change the very world we need to survive?